What's up, AP Stars? We're back at it again with another fire video for you guys. And today we're going to be going over the different types of diffusion. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of it, we got to figure out what diffusion even is. Well, diffusion is actually a cultural phenomenon that occurs in one location and spreads to other locations. Because life isn't fair, they don't all spread at the same rate, but they'll all eventually spread, so don't worry, don't feel too bad. And before we get into that, I need to figure out what the difference between relocation and expansion diffusion is.
So here I'm going over the definition of relocation diffusion, but I accidentally misspoke. So relocation diffusion is the spread of an idea through physical movement of people from one place to another. As people migrate, their ideas tend to follow them as well. A good example of this would be the spread of certain religions like Christianity and Islam. As people migrate away from their place of origin, the hearth begins to shrink. Hearth refers to an idea or a concept's initial place of origin. Expansion diffusion, on the other hand, maintains a strong hearth as ideas spread outward past its original place of origin and the number of people increase. Let's dive deeper into relocation diffusion.
Now, let's look at relocation diffusion. It is a type of diffusion when a group of people or one person moves from one place to another, sharing their ideas or objects. This can range from religion or physical objects. However, this can weaken the heart as people are moving out of the original place of idea. Now, let's look at an example with architect styles in America.
Now let's look at the hearth for a log cabin. As we can see here on this map, the hearth is in Scandinavia. But you might be wondering, what countries are in Scandinavia? Well, it includes countries like Norway, Denmark, and more. Now, how did the log cabin find its way to America? By diffusion, of course, but not any type of diffusion, by relocation diffusion. As pioneers in the early 17th century moved to America, they spread that idea of a log cabin. This type of housing quickly became more popular for settlers. As time went on, it became more uncommon in Scandinavia, or the weakening of the hearth, and more popular in the US. Now let's head over to Contagious Diffusion.
So, contagious diffusion is a cultural phenomenon that spreads rapidly from person to person with no pattern specifically. It's rapidly adopted by a large number of people. Can you stop coughing? Also, where's your group? Why is no one with you?
Well, Ricky got sick, and then he got the rest of the group sick, and now they're all gone, so I'm kind of just alone.
Aww. The next day.
Man, I don't feel good. I need to go to the nurse. Miss Brady, could I get a pass to the nurse's office?
Sure. You don't look so good.
Yeah. Here you go.
Thank you. Miss Brady, why is there no one in the classroom today?
Well, it appears that Ricky started off with some illness, and it kind of diffused to his group members, and unfortunately, here we are.
That's horrible. Well, at least no one's gonna bother me while I'm filming that. Well, contagious diffusion is just like what's going on in the classroom, but instead of Ricky's illness spreading to the whole class, it could be a viral TikTok video being seen by the entire school.
Hierarchical diffusion is when the top of a hierarchy or nodes of power spread to the rest of the hierarchy. Let's look at an example.
Whoa, that happened way too fast. Let's rewind and take a better look at what's going on over here. See that? Well, that's the CEO of Patel Enterprise, a company that sells luxury accessories to teens. And who's that? Well, that's Victoria, only the most popular student on campus. And those are the super stylish sunglasses that the CEO wants Victoria to wear around school. Let's find out why. Oh my god, your glasses are so cool. Where did you get them? Looks like the plan's about to fall into action. Let's see what happens next.
I got it from a high-end brand called Patel Scoopers.
Oh my god, I'm totally gonna buy that right now. Thank you.
Of course.
And look what happens. Patel Enterprise just got a new sale. The CEO was smart for using hierarchical diffusion to her advantage. Victoria has so much influence on campus that all of the students and even some teachers will follow whatever new trend she's bringing. Let's continue to observe.
I saw Victoria wearing these glasses, so I'm wearing these glasses.
Victoria wears these glasses and she's super popular, so I guess it makes me popular too.
I wore these glasses because I saw Vic wearing them.
Victoria's so popular and so cool. I saw her wearing these glasses, so I got them.
Well, there you have it. So I guess make sure to buy Victoria's sunglasses. Let's get on with the rest of the diffusions. Another form of hierarchical diffusion is reverse hierarchical, which is exactly what it sounds like. A cultural phenomenon is popular at the bottom of a hierarchy, but eventually finds its way to the top. For example, thrifting clothes was originally a method for people of the lower class to be able to afford more clothing. However, with the spread of the trend on social media, people of higher class are even engaging in thrifted clothes.
America is the heart of many fast food restaurants, from Sonic to Wendy's to Chick-fil-A. These fast food restaurants heavily impact our economy, and in 2019, McDonald's became the #1 purchaser of beef, investing over 2.5 billion pounds worth. With the ability to upkeep a large supply and demand, these countries can increase their economy of scale and afford locations internationally. These students from America and are enjoying a meal they got from their local McDonald's, whereas these international students are eating a meal they got from India. This is an example of how culture and religion can impact stimulus diffusion, the concept of an idea not fully spreading or altering depending on the location. The dominating religion in India is Hindu, a religion that disencourages the consumption of beef, versus the United States, where 72 to 75% of people are meat eaters. This results in a higher demand for beef in the US and a lower demand for beef in India, explaining the altered menus. Regardless of the fact that McDonald's invests over $1 billion in beef production, it's rarely found in Southeastern Asian countries because of religious and cultural differences. And that is stimulus diffusion. It's also our final type of diffusion, so to wrap up,
Types of diffusion are
Relocation diffusion.
spreading a concept through human movement from one location to another.
Contagious. Rapid and expansive spread of a trait among the population with no pattern.
Hierarchical. Spreading of a concept from individuals with authority or influence to other people or locations.
stimulus. Spread of a fundamental idea even when a trait itself appears to be failing to distribute to or change to adapt to the new culture.
Now that you learned about the different types of diffusions and the example, we can see how diffusion has heavily impacted our society and for years to come.